Hi everyone, I am Shubham Garg and welcome back to this lecture series for C++. So in today's lecture we are going to see how to check whether a number is palindrome or not. So let me tell you what is a palindrome. Let's say we have this number 1, 2, 3, 4. When we reverse the digits of this number, that is 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is not giving us the same number, then that means it is not a palindrome. Not a palindrome. However, if we have the number, let's say 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So when we reverse the digits of this number, we again get 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Thus, this number, this is a palindrome. Okay, so we are going to check whether the entered number by user is a palindrome or not using C++. Alright, so let us start making the program, and while making the program, I am going to explain the logic, how we are going to do everything. So that is, first let us include the header files, that is iostream, using namespace. Okay, so this is our main function, and now we are going to declare some of the variables. First of all, we are going to declare n, that is the number which we are going to input from the user. Second, we are going to input the remainder. Okay, then we will have the sum, that is we are going to initialize 0, and then there will be a temporary variable. So now why we have declared these variables, let me tell you. The number which is declared by the user n will be stored in here. Alright, then we are going to use this temporary variable to store the value of n. Alright, because we are going to use this n in our while loop to calculate the remainder and sum to calculate the palindrome of the number. Alright, so what we will be going to do is we are going to use the modulus function, that is we are going to calculate the remainder by modulus function for the number n. Okay, and we are going to mod it with 10. So why we are doing so, let me just show you. I will write the program and then I will explain the logic. So first of all, we are going to enter the number from the user. Enter the number. Now next is the scene, that is n, and now we are going to assign the temporary variable the value of n. So now there is our while loop, okay, and that will run till the time n is greater than 0. So now here comes our main logic, that is first of all we are going to declare the remainder, that is remainder is equal to n modulus 10. Okay, next we are going to declare the sum, and sum will be sum into 10 plus remainder. Okay, and then the final third and the final line, that is n will update its value to n divided by 10. Here we are going to get the quotient. So let's see what this logic is doing. Let's say we have 1 to 1 as our number, that is as the n and input by the user. Okay, so here we have the input as 1 to 1. Alright, so first of all it is going to calculate the remainder, that will be n mod 10. So 1 to 1 mod 10, we are going to get 12. So remainder will become 12. Sorry, remainder will be 1 when we have 1 to 1 divided by 10. Okay, remainder will be 1 and the quotient will be 12. Alright, so remainder is 1, and now sum, we have declared it 0 initially. So sum becomes 0 into 10 plus remainder, that is 1, is equal to 1. Okay, now here is the quotient, that is 1 to 1 divided by 10, so it becomes 12. Now our n has been updated to 12. You see n is getting updated, that's why we stored the temporary variable, that's why we assigned a temporary value to n. Okay, so thus the value of n is stored in the temp variable. So now our n becomes 12. So here a new n is 12. So now again it is going to calculate the remainder because condition is satisfied, that is n is greater than 0. So now when we mod 12 by 10, we get remainder as 2. Okay, we get remainder as 2. Now sum will become the previous sum into 10 plus remainder. So previous sum was 1, and it will become 1 into 10 plus the remainder, that is 2. So it becomes 12. All right. And now we are going to we are going to get the quotient. So when new n is divided by 10, that is 10 is divided by 12, we get 1 as the quotient. Okay. So again, the condition is satisfied, that is 1 is greater than 0. So we get our new n. Our new n is 1. All right. And now we are going to again find the remainder, that is n divided by 10 and mod 10, and thus 1 mod 10 will gives 1 as the remainder. All right. So now we are going to find a new sum, that is previous sum into 10 plus remainder, that is 12 into 10 plus remainder, which will become 121. All right. And now here when we divide n by 10, that is 1 is divided by 10, the quotient we get is 0. So you see this 0, there we get n is equal to 0, and thus the condition is not satisfied, it will jump out of the loop. And you see here in this sum variable we get 1 to 1, that was our initial input. Okay, you can see here initially our number was 1 to 1. So thus since we will add a condition that if this sum is equal to the temporary variable, because we have stored that we have assigned n as temporary, assigned the value of n in this temporary variable. So if these two are equal, then the number is a palindrome. Else if these two are not equal, the number is not a palindrome. Okay, so let's just leave the comments here only. Okay, so now we are going to use the if condition, and we are going to check if temp is equal to the value of sum. Then we are going to print that number is a palindrome, else it is not a palindrome. Not a palindrome. All right. So this is our program, and let's add return 0. Yeah. So this was the logic of how to check whether a number is a palindrome or not. So let us compile the program to see if there are any errors. Okay, there is an error. Oh shit, I saved the program using palindrome.c extension. Okay, so I will just save it as again palindrome new.cpp. All right, so let us save it and let's compile it again. Yeah. Okay, missing. Okay, yeah, this correct. The inverted comma is missing. So let us compile again. Okay, this if condition should stop here, right? Yeah, so there are no errors and no warnings. Let us run the program to see if it is working fine. Yeah, so enter the number, let's say 121. So it is saying that it is a palindrome. Now let us run the program again. And let's enter number 1234. So it is showing not a palindrome. So this is how you decide whether a number is a palindrome or not, and this is how you make the program using C++. All right. So this is all for this video. See you guys in the next video.